brand new game. Normal. Pack Tarker's Mill set on driving the Andron Corporation out of their territory. After several weeks of preparation, they finally have a plan.
Werewolves are Gaia's children. The worm is the enemy.
You're the enemy.
Oh, just racist.
Face is racist.
The wild.
Your face is racist.
The weaver. And the worm. 3 primal forces from which the world, Gaia, springs. The wild is creation, formless and abundant. The weaver shapes, making order out of chaos. The worm, whose purpose was to destroy the old, to make room for the new, went mad. Now, a force of corruption, feeding on greed, malice, and hate. It ravages Gaia. Through its unwitting accomplices, mankind, the balance between those 3 forces is long gone now. Insidiously, the worm gains more and more ground every day, vitalized by the damage humans have brought to the earth. We, the werewolves, remain, born of man, beast, and spirit. We are the vindication of Gaia and the wild.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Snippy snap. Yep.
Godzilla. Oh, you're quite the ball.
Alright. They should be ready now.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, a bald guy being a werewolf, you think, like, he goes wolf form, he's got a bald patch on the top of his poor puppy.
Best way to get Indran out of the region is to attack their bottom line. We have a plan to convince them there's no profit to be had here. Ludmilla, if you please.
I've recently gained access to the system that controls all the on-site oil pumps. That's our target. We tamper with the pumps and send dummy data to the system to make them think their oil field has run dry.
Will that really be enough?
According to the internal files I got my hands on, they treat unprofitable sites like gangrenous limbs. They'll give this one the chop right away.
Text options.
So, how do we go about this, Rotko? Who does what?
Ludmilla knows the location, so she will take point. She'll infiltrate the site and connect Ava to their network, giving her access to their system.
Once I'm hooked up, I'll only need a few minutes.
But if something goes wrong, my wife ends up on her own in enemy territory. I don't like it.
I'm going to be fine, Call. We've been preparing this for weeks. We've calculated the risks.
And if there's any sign of trouble, you and I go in and retrieve her. But I'd rather we stay covert. Ludmilla will have the easiest time on her own.
I'm heading out. I want to be done before daybreak. Take care of Adana while I'm away. I think she's going a little crazy all cooped up in here.
It's our duty to be here. She needs to learn that it's hers, too.
She's just a teenager, Call. We were young once, too, remember? Take care of her while I'm out. Love you.
Sorry about the
See you
puppies.
soon.
Yeah, sorry everyone, we got 6-week-old puppies throwing a fit.
Endron. One of the most destructive companies North America has to offer. Known for their violence and endless greed. If we left them to their own devices, they'd ravage this place till there was nothing left but dust.
I'd get all up in his face to interact
I
with
don't
him.
like
Jesus.
thinking that Ludmilla's on her own,
He
Rodko.
wants a kiss
I
before a
understand.
conversation, you know?
She's my
Love
sister,
that.
remember?
What about Rafik? He never leaves his loopy shape. No one would have noticed him.
I gave it a lot of thought. Her chances of success are better if she's alone. It's as simple as that. If things don't go as planned, you can tear through as much Endron scum as you like to get her out.
Probably have to stop
But
at
for
an
now,
hour.
we stay put. Go. Rest
Okay.
while we wait.
Works for me.
Or I guess I could just...
Got everything squared away?
Not a lot to square away. All I'm doing is pressing a button once Ludmilla gets me hooked up. Still got a ways to go before I can do much more than that. If I tried to breach their network, they'd be on us in a second.
Says the woman who got her hands on their files. We'd never have been able to take the fight to Engine like this without you.
That's sweet, Cahal, but I just wish I could do more. But how are you doing? Talk to your daughter yet?
Oh.
No,
I didn't know I had a
not
daughter.
yet. I'm just heading her way.
That's awkward.
Maybe that's the grumpy teenager they were talking about.
Ava did an impressive job installing all this. Not that she'd ever admit it. She still has so much self-doubt.
Yeah, we talked to her first.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm bored out of my mind. There's nothing to do here, and it's wet and miserable.
That's what he said.
Don't worry, our work here's nearly finished. You'll be back at the cairn with your friends before you know it.
I know, but why'd you have to drag me out here in the first place? It's not like you've got me doing anything out here.
Your mom wanted you to come along, so you could see what our field missions entail.
They entail a bunch of bullshit. All we ever
Oh,
do is
well.
watch and take notes. We're not accomplishing anything.
Language, young lady. And preparation is key. Know how your enemy will respond before you move. Faux stripped of surprise is fangolous.
Why didn't you go with Mom anyway? She's all alone out there. If something happens to her...
I wish I could have. But Rodko wants us to keep a low profile. And there's no one better at that than your mom.
Rodko's a dumbass.
Hey, that's your uncle you're
Well, we're
talking
after
about.
2 minutes. We're fine for
And the
cussing
leader
out.
of our pack. You know, it's his job to make those decisions. And like I said, all that observation we were doing was minimizing the danger. Your mother will be just fine, Amy. Don't worry.
Man, they all got like weird ass names. You got a Cahal and an 80 and a Rafika.
Shit.
Rafuka.
Oh, wake
Oh, look. Another cuss word.
What was Simba's monkey's name?
I
Rafiki?
don't freaking know.
I'm pretty sure one of your werewolves.
A helicopter just touched down on the site's landing pad. Apparently it's some Endron exec. Their presence has shaken things up.
Shaking things up how?
Guard patrols have been changed, and some areas have been locked down, including the one Ludmilla's in. They still haven't discovered her, though.
So what's the plan now?
The mission's sunk. We go in there, get her out, and wait for things to quiet down. But to get her off site, the locked-off areas need to be manually unlocked, and Ludmilla's stuck on the wrong side.
Shit.
Fortunately,
You know,
she
got
has
so
already
far,
secured a
like, far
terminal.
enough to get locked
She'll
in there,
guide you to
blah,
her
blah, blah,
location
we
over
gotta
the
save her
radio.
in, like,
Go
2
now.
minutes.
Bring her
It's gonna
back.
take us like 45 fucking minutes to get
My
where
sister
she's at.
needs you.
You know it.
Ludmilla, I'm on my way.
Remember, stay out of sight. I'll open
Great.
any door I have
Stealth.
access to through their network. I've opened all the external
Hello,
ducts.
Wolfie. Can I pet you?
I think that's probably one of your buddies, and he's probably not the biggest fan of you touching his ass while he's staring into the distance.
Wait, what? No, I know. I know. I'm reading the thing.
Here's the thing.
That was instantaneous. Jesus.
Yeah, it's kind of nice not to have like a fucking 30-second shift animation, you know?
They sure sure did make that smooth.
I'm locked in the turbine room in the center of the site. You'll have to get here without being seen. The area you're passing through should be deserted right now, though.
Rawr.
Door's locked. Ava?
There's gotta be a terminal close by. Find it. Oh, and deactivate any cameras you see while you're at it.
Good lord, what?
Penumbra vision allows Cahal to peer into the spirit world, letting him sense things such as threats, spirits, and their connections.
LB.
Guards. Ludmilla, we've got a lot of company.
The arrival of the Endron exec has changed their setup. Tell me where you are.
I'm looking at the southern part of the outer fence. And a shit ton of guards. There's no way I'll be able to make a move without being seen.
Southern part of the outer fence. Got it. There. That should distract them for a few minutes. But if a guard does see you...
He won't live long enough to raise the alarm. They sold their souls to Endron. They don't get any mercy.
Oh, great. So if I get spotted, I get to fight
I'll go check it out.
I believe in you. Just bite him. Sneak up and bite him in the back of the butthole.
Where do I go? Here?
Takedown is one way of dealing with unalerted guards or civilians. Takedowns will increase Cahal's rage. The more rage, the more dangerous the Krenos will be in combat.
No idea what that is.
Any idea what could have caused it?
I don't care. Just want it fixed and fast. Some big shot just arrived on site. Folks upstairs want everything to be perfect.
Showing off your knowledge.
I pressed the wrong button.
Crossbow is another way to get rid of threats. Bolts are limited and must be refilled.
Yeah.
I'm in the refinery.
Perfect. I'm not far now. Nearly in the passageway leading into it. Shit! Something's following me.
What is it?
I think it's a black spiral dancer. He's...
Ludmilla, just hold on. Fuck. Rodko.
I heard. Who's sticking around? We fight. Now go. I'll meet you with Rafik.
Oh boy.
Not fucking around.
Okay, how do I attack?
Fine, quick
Attacks,
attack,
strong
strong attacks,
attacks.
and jump attacks.
Can't be happening!
Oh, I threw something at him.
Oh. Bam!
I have no idea where I'm supposed to even be going.
I think there's a guy.
Who cares?
They like the werewolf noises.
No, I don't think they do either. Where do I go?
The open door probably.
This is where I came from. Oh.
Oh shit.
I should be able to. There.
First boss fight? Oh, that's a werewolf.
Ludmilla!
Call. Tell 80.
No! Please, no!
Like those dilated eyes. frenzy. Oh, that was pretty brutal.
Yeah. Tank got no face left.
Cahal! Cahal! No. Ludmilla. It's me, Cahal. Listen to me. Cahal, damn it! No. You need to fight the rage. Cahal, that's Rafid! Stop it! No! What have I done? Rafik, there's no time to mourn. We need to go.
You just smashed your buddy's ribs into powder. Fuck him. Just get out of here.
So that's just the intro.
I think so. I think you're about to get to the title screen finally. Colorado! I mean, it's not bad for a process of 5 years later. Your mustache is bigger. We have to wash the dishes.
Just reported back to base. Not that there's anything to report.
No kidding.
Though I guess we've got a special guest coming tonight.
Yeah, an Endron rep no less. She should be here soon.
You know they're hiring, right? Think you'd ever make the move to Endron? Hey, what the...
No, our mustache did get a little bigger.
All clear, Dusk. We're good to go.
Don't you think they would have heard a giant truck like that?
You know, maybe they just pushed it there. Fuck it.
5 years ago, I abandoned the woods of Tarker's Mill. I abandoned my cairn. Endron killed my wife. I gave in to rage. The worm touched my soul. I had to leave my daughter. It was the hardest decision I ever made.
No, I gotta say the voice actor sounds familiar.
Probably
And in other news,
Probably.
Endron is joining the fight against global warming. The energy company today announced that their new biofuel will be hitting the market soon. This revolutionary new formula will be unveiled alongside the opening of their new headquarters in...
At least there's some
This
realistic
exile
things
was
going
my
on
only
to fight
choice.
global warming.
I'd become a danger to my
fair.
pack.
I think they're like the cause of.
I often wonder what's become of them. Of Rotko. Of Ava. Of 80. This is the closest I've been to Tarker's Mill in 5 years.
Cahal, we're here. You're up.
Okay, well, that was it for the very first episode for us. Just until next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.